Today I want to show you the basic alignment principles of extended side angle pose and then how to amp it up using weights like I do in my Xen Strength classes. I'm going to show you the alignment and a few reps on one side, then ultimately you can work up to 2 sets of 10 on each side. To start, the alignment in a regular side angle pose, you would separate the feet a little bit. You want a good measurement is to bring your arms out into a T and try and have the ankles under the wrists. Then you can bring the hands to the waist, turn the right foot out and the left toes into about 10 o'clock. Then bend into that right knee as much as you can. It might look like this for you. Eventually we try and bring the thigh down so it's parallel to the floor and you get the knee over the ankle. Look down, make sure you can see your big toe. If you can't see your big toe and your thigh is rolling in, you want to roll it out so that you protect the knee joint. You can start with the beginning version of the pose by bringing the right forearm to the right thigh. You want to make sure that you focus on having length between that right hip crease and the right armpit, so you want to lengthen the shoulder forward so that you don't come into the pose all scrunched up. You always want to create that space. Then press that right forearm down and roll the right side of the rib cage up so that you have a nice broad open chest. Then as you root that left foot down, the outer edge of that left foot, that's your anchor. You want to really press that left thigh back to anchor that foot as you're sinking into the right hip. And then from that outer edge of the left foot, you want to reach that left arm overhead and reach toward the opposite corner of the room. Get as much length as you can in that whole left side, reaching through the intercostal muscles, stretching out, and then as much as you're lengthening, you want to plug that left shoulder blade back down so you don't have your shoulder all up in your ear. You want to create space, but you also want to be rooted down. So you'll take a few breaths in this pose. Your gaze can be looking straight ahead so that you keep your chin in line with your sternum, or eventually you can look up and bring the gaze into that left palm. If you want a more advanced version, you can lower that hand down to the inside of that foot, but just make sure to check that alignment and stay nice and open. You don't want to bring the hand down and then have the pose start to turn into a little crunched up version of the pose like this, okay? So to move on, you're gonna grab a weight. This is a variation I would do in a Xen Strength Yoga class. So we have the foundation of a yoga pose and then we add the weights to amp it up and build muscle. So you'll come back to that version with that right forearm on the right thigh, roll the rib cage up, stay nice and open here, then bring that left palm with the weight down in front of the pelvis. Before you begin, you want to make sure again that that shoulder isn't coming forward, that you're open through the front body and that left shoulder is plugged back, right? So get that alignment down in the lower body, keep it there, strong in the legs, and then you're going to inhale, bring that weight forward and just in line with the shoulder. You don't need to bring it any higher, just in line with the shoulder, and then exhale, press it down. So you'll really work the deltoids here and the muscles in the shoulder as much as you're working the lower legs. My thighs are on fire at this point, so you're getting just as much of a workout in the lower body as you are in the upper body. So when you're doing these exercises, you want to try and contract the muscle on the inhale as you raise it up, and on the exhale, press it down. So as if you're, imagine moving the weight through quicksand. So you get that vision of really having resistance in both directions. Good. So like I said, you'll want to work up to 10 reps, doing 2 sets on each side of the body. I hope you enjoyed this variation on the traditional extended side angle pose. For more like these, check out my new Xen Strength Yoga DVD on my website, xenstrength.com. Have a great day.